My name is Werner Binnenstein. I'm actually working for a foundation, for an international foundation. Name is Porticus. Impact for me is very, very personal, is actually see a lot of young kids growing, flourishing, so getting a lot of self-confidence and building up communities. So really seeing an end cause, which for me is seeing them growing. But the scaling up program, I think it's a good program in a sense that people already learn from the scratch or from the beginning how to think broader, even though probably start with a pilot. That's always the experience. Sometimes I truly think you just start, you are a risky entrepreneur at the beginning, and then but immediately in your head, how could you potentially scale it into other countries, into other regions, It's not easy actually to give really tips for social entrepreneurs, because probably every single initiative is its own case. But still, one of my experience is really to try out, because we are all used to and we learn, and I think it makes sense to have a clear business plan in your hands or mind. And I think, yes, I agree, but still, if you don't start, you will never start, because if you take all the risk in mind, and that's actually really one of the tips, at least would say start locally, prove it first that your concept is working, and then, but always think, it's so easily said, but think globally or think more internationally, even though I would say concentrate first of wherever you are and start. That's what we have done too. We always had a bigger vision in our mind, but we really started very grounded locally. In this specific situation of Greece, definitely it's always good to think a bit more into like building bridges, because that's what Europe also needs, but not just from the Greece side. I think also Europe needs Greece, so it's vice versa. So I think it just makes sense. But I'm always a bit hesitant just to think too big, because first of all you have to prove, and if the concept works, fine, go ahead. But if you think about business plans, and I think they are definitely important, but you should have something in your mind, but still you have to be flexible. If you don't start and take some of the risk, nothing will happen, because if you think about all the potential risk, you probably will not start. That's at least really our experience, which is a bit a contradiction between, on one hand, you should have a business plan to show it to actually investors, and the other hand, I also tell you, start. It's really about starting something.